Hi everyone and welcome to yet another shave. I hope I'm not making too many. As you will have known if you've watched my previous videos, you'll know that I've tried the most aggressive razors. The last video being the Merkur Future on its most aggressive setting, which is number 6, and with great success. No cuts or nicks or anything, but I love that razor anyway. It was still nerve-wracking. And before that, the Mueller R41, and people have had a lot of questions asking, what did you think? Which one is the most aggressive, the R41 or the Future? To look at, if you looked at the Merkur on setting 6 and looked at the exposure of the blade, then you looked at the R41, you would say by looks the Future was more aggressive because there's more exposure. But the R41 is very deceiving because you've got that semi-comb, open comb, sort of semi-open comb on the head of the razor. It doesn't look as exposed, but it is very aggressive. And I say, personally, that the R41 is more aggressive. So I hope that answers questions for you. But today we're going right back to basics today. I thought I'd use red mixing bowl, hog hair brush. I'm using Arco regular shaving cream, not the soap. And I'm also using the basic Wilkinson Sword Classic razor. No settings on it. It's a plastic razor, but it has a piece of metal in the handle, if you can see that. Yeah, and that gives it a bit of weight. So Wilkinson Sword blade, not brand new, been used once. Place that on the top like that, and then all you do is put the head, and it's all plastic by the way, this, and then just twist. I mean, compared to the other two, it's, could shave sideways, I think. But anyway, I've just come out the shower. There's a good bit of growth here, so it'll test how good or how bad this will be. But it's a good razor. The only thing is, you have to rinse it very often, as it'll clog up. So hopefully this sort of shave is what most people can get hold of, this sort of basic razor, basic blade, basic soap. Right, off we go, first pass. God, what a difference. Oh, I tell you what, for the size of that growth, that's not bad. That's very good. You've got to rinse this very regular. Another tip, which I found out myself by shaving, with one of these razors, especially if someone's coming across from the multi-cartridge shaving, some of them have got 3, 4, 5 blades in them, and people expect to go like this, one pass, finished, smooth as a thing. And if it's not, they use this one pass, I think, it's rough, that, rubbish. No. With these sort of razors, because they're so, they're not expensive, but if you've got a good beard growth, if it doesn't take it off the first pass, like that, people get a bit annoyed, shall we say, and then they start pressurising, and then that's when accidents happen. You'll cut yourself and you'll just hate this way of shaving. So if you're coming over to it from, you know, I'm not telling anybody what to do, but it's just a tip really that I've discovered. You know, you're not going to get everything off on the first pass with one of these. As simple as that. However, if you've got the time, doesn't take long, and the patience, see, it's just roughly over there, you'll have a good result. Now, as you can see, very rough, didn't take it off, but it's only the first pass. Keep rinsing it. And we'll go on to the second pass, second lather. Lovely cream, the Arco. Miss this smell. What does this smell like? Some people think it's horrible. I like it. It's well, the smell, I don't know, it's just, I think of old-fashioned soap shaving, you know, what it must have smelled like in the 50s or something. That's what it smells like to me. Just a plain soap, you know. Second pass using a Wilkinson Sword Classic. And another thing can cause an accident. You know, I've just been shaving with the Merca Future on this highest setting and the R41, and then you may come over to this razor and you think, nothing, this, and go not concentrate, and that's that's when the accidents happen. So even though it's a mild razor, it still deserves respect. Excellent everyday shave, this razor. Excellent travelling razor, and an excellent low budget razor, and for somebody who's starting on this sort of shaving. But I should think, if you're used to the multi cartridges, you know, something like this will feel rubbish, you know, because it's just a basic razor, but it's the fact of doing the 3 pass which gives you the baby smooth finish really, and keeping it clean. And we'll go on to the I will say that the Arco cream compared to the Arco soap, some people say, oh, there's no difference in it. I think this is much creamier, silkier, if there's such a word. That's lovely. Right then, third and final pass. Again, using the Wilkinson Sword Classic razor and Wilkinson sword blade. It's not been a bad day today, no rain. and then just onto this bit then. And another thing, once with each razor, it's like driving different cars. You get used to driving different cars, don't you? You know, but like this one, straight away I know which, I'll do it that way, which angle. So I come in and I know that angle is good for me. You see, you might be, but I think that angle is good for me, like a 45 degree, I think it is, or thereabout. But it will differ on different razors because of blade exposure and whether it's a settings razor. You know, you can alter the settings, but you can't on these. It's a one-stop shop, this one. And yeah, just a bit of a pickup on there, as normal. So, off we go. That's about it, I think. Yeah, that's it. So I'll just rinse off. That was very enjoyable, that. Very enjoyable. It's I personally think it's good sometimes when you're using these, you know, the good razors and Edwin Jagger D89 or the Merca Future or the Merca Slant 37C, whatever you're using. Come back to the old basics, and then when you go back to using one of them, you realise how good they are. Lovely. Okay, so today's cologne is going to be the Alpa Windsor Fresh, and this is one that was sent to me very kindly. Ah, that's lovely, that. The smell is exactly what it says. Fresh. Bit more on it. Ah, that is lovely. Very fresh. Very nice. And of course, to end all, Arco Classic Cream. Just a dab. Quite thick stuff, this. I always put a good bit on my neck. And rub that in. That was thoroughly good shave, that. What do you think? Good. So just to recap, I've used today the Wilkinson Sword Classic Razor, non-adjustable, no settings on it. It is quite weighty because there's a metal piece within the handle, otherwise it's all plastic. The head comes off via unscrewing the handle like that, and I'm using a Wilkinson sword blade which had been used once, and there was a good beard growth and it's done the job on the 3-pass system. I've used the red mixing bowl, hog hair brush, Arco cream, just the regular classic shaving cream, Alpa Windsor Fresh, and the smell is exactly how I would describe it. It is fresh, lovely smell, like a summery smell, if that makes sense. Flowery, not flowery, but nice anyway. And the classic Arco moisturising cream. And that is it. Thanks for watching if you've stuck it to the end, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot.